forgot my glasses, sorry. I thought I was drunk there, but no, I'm okay now. It is indeed a privilege to be asked to attend this gala occasion here in the Czech Republic in such a grand room. My first task tonight on behalf of you all is to thank the haggis makers, the lady haggis makers, Claire, Angela, Gemma, Linda and wee Orla, who unfortunately is ill. I'm sure you'll agree that it's all well done. After all, catching a haggis is hard enough, let alone preparing and cooking it. It is an honour for me to be giving the toast to the Lassies at the Prague School's annual World Supper. For those not Scottish amongst us, or those not in the know, the Lassies are those wonderful creatures, which within this very room, there are many magnificent and varied examples, namely women. I am accompanied tonight by two such fabulous creatures, my darling wife Frances and my Swedish-Czech daughter Angela, who teaches at PBS. Frances manages to balance working full-time with being the consummate homemaker and proud mother of our two daughters. Nowadays, she likes nothing better than babysitting our twin grandsons. Angela is fiercely independent, adventurous, lively, a breaker of hearts, yet a kinder and truer friend you could not wish to meet. A true Celtic woman. Two finer examples of womanhood I am sure would be hard to find. Now, there are those who would rather roast the lassies than toast the lassies. I'm not one of that ilk, oh no. You won't find me slagging off the lassies with jokes like, I've often wanted to drown my troubles. I can't get my wife to go swimming. You know that look women get when they want sex? No, me neither. I think I've always wondered, why can't women put on mascara with their mouth closed? Why is it when someone tells a woman that there are over 1 billion stars in the universe, they believe them? But if they tell them there's wet paint somewhere in the house, they have to touch it, just to make sure. No, you won't catch me telling those type of jokes about the fairer sex. Robert Burns, Scotland's national bard, was a sensuous and sensitive man who could feel the faintest fluttering of the human heart, some of examples of which you have heard very eloquently tonight. He also wrote with great vision on many subjects, including the lassies, as the following example shows. While Europe's eye is fixed on mighty things, the fate of empires and the fall of kings, while quacks of state must each produce his plan, and even children list the rights of man, amid this mighty fuss just let me mention, the rights of women merit some attention. It is interesting in the age of equal rights to see how far we progressed. Compare Burns' verse to a modern Scottish bard you may have heard of called Calvin Harris, extolling his love for womankind and his internationalism. I like all them girls. I like them white girls. Like them mixed race girls. I like them Italian girls. I like them French girls and I like Scandinavian girls. I like them short girls. Them blonde hair girls. I like them skinny girls, little bitty weight girls. I got all the girls. I got all the girls. I get all the girls, and I get all the girls. I'll bet he does. Rabbi would be spinning his grave at the verse, but would more than be a little tad jealous of the sentiment. I'm glad to say in this modern world, in many ways but not all, women are, rightly, doing not too badly. Dearest lassies, we men love you. Sorry. We men love you, but don't understand you. With that in mind, I think it's time to lay down some rules so that we can all ensure we get on better. They're all number one, as they're all equally important, but the first and foremost rule, number one, men are not mind readers. One, learn to work the toilet seat. If it's up, put it down. We need it up, you need it down. You don't hear us complaining about you leaving it down. One, Saturday sports is like the full moon or the changing of the tides. Let it be. One, crying is blackmail. One, ask for what you want, and let's be clear on this one. Subtle hints do not work. Strong hints do not work. Obvious hints don't work. Just say it. One, yes and no are perfectly acceptable answers to almost every question. One, come to us with a problem only if you want help solving it. That's what we do. Sympathy is what your girlfriends are for. One, if you think you're fat, you probably are. Don't ask us. One, whenever possible, please say whatever you have to say during the commercials. One, Christopher Columbus did not need directions, neither do we. One, like Windows 96 default settings, all men see in only 16 colours. Peach, for example, is a fruit, not a colour. Apple is also a fruit. We men have no idea what mauve is. If it itches, it will be scratched. That's what we do. One, if we ask what is wrong and you say nothing, we'll act like nothing's wrong. We know you're lying, but it's just no worth the hassle. One, when we have to go somewhere, absolutely anything you wear is fine, really. One, don't ask us what we're thinking about unless you're prepared to discuss topics such as football and or drinking. One, you have enough clothes. One, you have too many shoes. One, you have too many bags. One, I am in shape. Round is a shape. My wife and I have been married for 36 years. We know the secret to making a marriage last. 2 times a week we go to a nice restaurant, have a little wine, some good food and good companionship. I go on a Tuesday, she goes on a Friday. We sleep in separate beds. Hers is in Glasgow, mine is in Edinburgh. I take my wife everywhere, but she keeps finding her way back. I asked my wife where she wanted to go for her anniversary. Somewhere I haven't been for a long time, she said. So I suggested my trousers. We always hold hands. If I let go, she shops. She got a mud pack the other day. She looked good for 2 days. Then the mud fell off. I married Miss Wright. I just didn't know her first name was always. This is not true, by the way. I haven't spoken to my wife for 6 months. I don't like to interrupt her. The last time it was my fault. My wife asked what's on the TV. Unfortunately, I said dust. Just this morning, a beggar walked up to Frances while she was shopping in Wenceslas Square and said, I haven't eaten anything in 4 days. She looked at him and said, wow, I wish I had your willpower. Finally, on this set of jokes, why do men die before their wives? Because they want to. However, in writing this toast to the lassies, I could not help but notice the differences between lads and lassies. Not the obvious differences that made them so pleasing to the eye, but the more subtle differences, such as A woman worries about the future until she gets a husband. A man never worries about the future until he gets a wife. A successful man is one who makes more money than his wife can spend. A successful woman is one who can find such a man. Any married man should forget his mistakes. After all, there's no point two people remembering the same thing. A woman has the last word in any argument. Anything a man says after that is actually the beginning of a new argument. A man has 6 items in his bathroom: a toothbrush, shaving cream, razor, aftershave, a bar of soap, and a towel from the Holiday Inn. However, the average number of items in the typical woman's bathroom is 336, and a man would not be able to name most of the items. And finally, children. A woman knows all about her children. She knows about dentist appointments, best friends and favourite foods, secret fears, hopes and dreams. However, a man is vaguely aware of some short people running about the house. But regardless of the differences that separate men and women, we are not complete without them. And I prepared the following toast with the assistance of the same muse that aided Robert Burns. Gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, please. Together we stand here in praise for the women around us and in our days. Like Robert Burns, he once knew that we love our lassies, though he had more than a few. These are our lassies, for they are a true treasure. When in our arms they bring us untold pleasure. We seek to marry them, it's said, for nothing more than get them to bed. To bed. They feed our spirit, they feed our soul. For many of us, they fill our bowl. They care for us, they keep us well, though occasionally they make it feel like heaven. They teach us manners, they teach us style. For many of us that takes quite a while. They improve with age, while we do not, for that's clear looking at you lot. For the parcel of rogues I see here tonight, it is truly amazing our lassies don't take flight. For they put up with their habits, and we have all sorts, such as control of the remote and preoccupation with sports. For our lassies we walk 500 miles. It must be because of their feminine wiles. Over heathery mountain and foggy glen, we seek them out now and then. But just like your man, we'll tack a break. We'll shut our mouth, wind down our neck. Stand up straight, men, and charge your glasses. Drink with me a toast, Nasta Ravi, to the lassies.